हेलो एवरीवन, आई एम पूर्वी अजमेरा। वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। सो आप लोगों को पता होगा कि रिसेंटली मैंने वीडियो डाली थी मेरे 10th बोर्ड्स के रिजल्ट जब निकले थे, एंड यू विल नॉट बिलीव द कमेंट सेक्शन वाज फ्लडेड विद दी आपने कौन से रेफरेंसेस यूज़ किया, स्ट्रैटेजीज, क्वेश्चन बैंक्स, what not. So here I am finally with some good recommendations, or you can say suggestions for the books which you can use for your class 10th. And वीडियो देखने के बाद सेल्फिश मत होना और अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ ज़रूर शेयर करना, सो दैट दे माइट ऑल्सो गेट अ हेल्प आउट ऑफ माई सजेशंस. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't till now for more such videos, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. And if this video is helpful for you, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And yes, इतनी ही हो गई बकवास. So let's get started with the video. Now I have a note with me so that I don't forget or I don't miss out on any of the points which I have to share with you all. So yes, coming up to the first subject, which was one of the most requested subjects by you. So first is science. Now just remember that for all the subjects, the first preference would be only and only NCERT. Just be thorough with the NCERT chapters first, because many a times what people do is they neglect NCERT totally and they go for references, and somewhere or the other there might be some points in NCERT only which you do not get in the other reference books, but those are important, so you miss out on those points, and that questions always comes as the 1 marker question. So make sure that you follow first NCERT, then you go for another references or question banks. So yes, first coming back to the video again. So for science, as I told, follow NCERT first. After having done with the chapters and all the textual questions, numericals, or whatever it is there in the NCERT book, then go for NCERT exemplar. Now many of you know what is NCERT exemplar, or many of you might not. So it is a book only. You can consider it as a add-on or a kind of question bank only for class 10th. So I followed that, and the plus point is the questions which are given in the NCERT exemplar are very good. So the questions which are given there are of good level, so it makes your concept much more clear. So make sure that if you are done with the NCERT, you then go on for NCERT exemplar. Only then, after having done with all these two, you have to go to another books or other reference books, as I mentioned before. Now coming up to the reference which I used for science, now there is only one prominent name, S. Chand. It is a really good book, no offense, but I found it that it was a little more elaborative. Yes, I did refer it, but only for the questions which are given in on the back side of the book. So the book which I referred actually for the material was Dinesh. It is super simplified. I'll be adding the pictures on the screen along with the the price, and also if it is possible, then I'll also be mentioning the links in the description box to the books, so that it will be convenient for you to purchase the books as well. Now coming back to the video again, yes, I was telling that I used super simplified. Now you can use S. Chand if you are following S. Chand. No need to switch your books, because if you are comfortable with it, you can continue S. Chand, and you can look for questions of mentioned in the super simplified book. So what I used was super simplified, and what I found really good about this was you will really enjoy reading from this book, first of all, and second thing is that There are a lot of good variety of questions which are mentioned after the chapter is over. And the plus point is what as I mentioned to you about the NCERT exemplar. So I did not have any extra exemplar book because Super Simplified has chapter wise the exemplar questions once the chapters are completed. So I referred from there only. I did not possess or have any separate NCERT exemplar book. So that is a plus point, and also there are previous year questions as well. So that is really good thing about this book. So I referred this book. Now if you don't have, you don't need to worry at all. You can definitely go for SN or any other publication. It's just that you all requested, that is why I'm sharing you what all I actually use. Coming up to the question banks for science, there are a lot of good options for this as well. Now what I used was Oswald, but there are also another options which are together with then Exam Idea. Now why I am suggesting the alternatives, because even though I did not use them, my friends did. So they told me that these books are good. So it's not that you have to follow one particular question bank. There are a lot of good options available. And I used Oswald, and there are a lot good variety of questions in Oswald. So I found the book really helpful. You can also have it for yourself if you like the content, or you can find the reviews of the books which are available on YouTube easily. So you can find the books, what are the contents actually. And second thing is that if you are using any of the question bank, I suggest that use it for the latest edition. If you are using, for example, I'll take one example to make you aware about the importance of using the latest edition. We had a new pattern, a totally different pattern. We also had assertion reasoning questions, if you know. So whoever, even I was using the previous year edition, but it did not include the assertion reasoning type questions. So if you want that you are well versed with whatever new is added to your syllabus or whatever is deleted, so you should follow the latest edition ones only. But references, if you have, you can prefer the old editions also, no problem. But question banks, I suggest that you go for new editions. So yeah, done with science. First NCERT, then exemplar, then any other reference book, and question banks, whatever you prefer. Now coming up with the second subject, which most of the students find boring, but I did not. Okay, so it is social studies. Now first of all, keep in mind that you don't need any reference for social. You have 4 different books: geography, history, political, and economics. So it is not possible for having a reference for all these 4 books. So what I did was I made sure that I am thorough with the chapter or the content which is in the chapter, and try to make questions by your own. So my teacher, she suggested that you should try to make question every line, especially it is applicable for history. Now you should try to make questions every line you read. Those questions like which have the potential to come as 1 markers. So that you should have a habit of doing. And yes, social, there is no reference needed. Also make sure that you don't neglect, you don't I am emphasizing on don't, because this is what I did myself. So I'm trying to make you all aware of what mistakes I did, so you don't repeat it. At first I also neglected the textual questions. I directly read the chapter and then went on to solve the question banks. But what you need to do is just go through the chapter questions which are given in your textbook. Those are really important, and half of the time, most of the time actually, these questions are only come but in a different manner. So you should actually go for the questions which are given in the NCERT first, then go for the questions or question banks, whatever you feel like following. Question bank. For social studies, I used Oswald again. Now again I'll be stating the alternatives together with then Exam Idea and then Oswald. These 3 options are with me. Now if you have any other good option, it is very good, no need to worry. And also for social also I found that it has a good variety of questions, 1 marker, 3 marker and 5 markers. So I followed that only. And yes, this is it for the social. Now let's summarize. No reference needed, first point. Second is, go through the chapters, don't neglect the textual questions. Third, you can go for any question bank, whatever you like. I went for Oswal. If you have access to that book, you can buy it for yourself. Now the third subject is the most dreaded of all, which is maths. Now most of the students are not willing to do even the NCERT questions, and I saw several comments asking for which maths reference I used. So I'll be coming up to that very quick soon. But first of all, you need to again go for NCERT questions. NCERT is really important, and I guess there are two, basic maths and standard maths. So for both who are taking standard and basic, make sure to solve NCERT first. That should be your first priority. Then second, again as it was in science, exemplar questions. Now you will find, trust me, you will find such good questions in maths exemplar. Those will really help you in actual, and you should follow. And don't worry if you don't have any physical copy or physical book, but you can always chapter wise access the PDFs from net. And yes, first stage completed NCERT, second NCERT exemplar, then any other reference or question bank. Now in math you don't need to have both RD Sharma or RS Agarwal. Many students follow RD Sharma, many students follow RS Agarwal, but I also have one more suggestion, which is S Chand. This is also a really good reference book. I did not follow it, I had it, but still I know it because I had it. It is a really good option. And those who are taking basic maths, you can follow S Chand. It is you first of all, many students are scared of maths already, and second is, when it comes to reference, this much RD Sharma already gone. So if you are taking basic maths, so I suggest that you can go for S Chand as your reference, or supplementary, so that you have a good practice of the questions. And if you are taking standard maths, you can always take RD Sharma or RS Agarwal. It is not that these are the only books available. These are the only which are actually known to me, because I did not search for I did not explore a lot of books. Whatever I took suggestions from my seniors, and these are the popular books, so most of them follows this only. So yes, this is the fact. And for maths I followed RD Sharma, not each and every question once again, because it is a very thick book. You have seen it, so it is not necessary. Try to circle the similar type of question. So this is one most important tip which you can follow if you are using RD Sharma, because it's not practically possible to solve each and every question of that book, because it is such, there are so many questions in one chapter only. So yes, I circled the similar type questions from the beginning itself, so that you don't face a problem at the end. Now the more you practice, the more you get familiar with the questions as well as the answers. So try not to repeat practicing the same questions every time. So if you are practicing the first time, you will be, you will sort out that yes, these questions are hard and these are these are the easy ones, or these I've already solved in NCERT. So don't solve those questions again and again, because you are wasting your time not doing anything. So just sort whatever. You take colorful pens and you just tick mark those which you feel you have to solve again, or you find it a difficult level or a higher level than the usual ones. So whenever you practice next time, for example for unit test 1 you are practicing, you sort the questions according to the difficulty level, and when you practice it for the half yearly, you will have to practice only those questions which you have circled or tick marked, which you felt that it was difficult or it was a level high questions than the others. So you need to practice only those questions. In this way you will save a lot of time also. And yes, this is one of the important trick, or you can say tip, which I used. It will save you a lot of time and you will complete your whole reference also without any pressure. And yes, if you are following RS Agarwal, you have to do the same thing so that it will save you a lot of time. And if you are going for any question bank, I had Oswal question bank with me again, and one more option is there, which is Shivdas. Now Shivdas is available for all subject, but I think the maths one is very good. And yes, you can go for either Oswal or Shivdas one also. So yeah, we are done with maths. Let's summarize it all together. First, NCERT book. NCERT is our Bhagavad Gita. Second, NCERT exemplar, which is the actual supplementary to NCERT. Third, any reference which, or any reference only which you feel. We have a lot of options, R.D. Sharma or RS Agarwal. And for basic, S. Chand is also a very good option. You can try it out. So yes, done with the maths. So next up we have yes, Hindi. Now Hindi, many students, they lose marks in Hindi and English just because they give too much attention on the literature part and they neglect the grammar or Vyakaran part or the writing part for mainly. So from the beginning itself, just try to write. Don't only focus on the literature part. So because you must know that when I gave exams, it was 50 marks for grammar and only 30 marks for literature. So if you get too much focus or attention to literature, then you might be left out with all the writing and all the creative writing part. So make sure you don't repeat that mistake. And first thing, be thorough with the literature part, and also no reference is needed. Only you have to take certain question banks for Hindi. And what question banks I used were together with and full marks. Now I used together with, but you also can use full marks, and these two are a good options according to me. And practice all the Vigyapan and क्या बोलते हैं उसे अनुच्छेद और क्या था, विज्ञापन था, अनुच्छेद था, और पत्र लेखन, और भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो व्याकरण में है. and also the व्याकरण part, which actual व्याकरण part, what I mean actually. So just make sure that you read the chapters, and also side by side you are continuing your Vyakaran part or the writing part as well. So there is a balance between both. And yes, this is it. No reference needed, but only you should have one good question bank. I used together with. You can use others as well, because about Hindi, many people also, they don't use only the question banks, but I suggest that you can have one question bank to get familiar with the variety of questions that can be asked, or the different ways a same question can be asked to you. So these are the things which you should know about Hindi. And coming up with English, same thing, no reference needed, English literature. And many children, they like to read English. So many students are already reading the chapters, and those who don't, you should make sure that you read the chapters first, and also don't neglect the word meanings which are given side by side. Those are very important, because when you frame your answers, you can use the words when you know their meaning actually. So don't neglect those words while you are reading the chapter, and also it will add up to your knowledge only, so don't miss out on those. And yes, coming up with the references or question banks for English, which I used was all-in-one question bank. This is the only and only suggestion which I have from my side, because it is really good book. And I actually prefer or suggest this book because it has everything, even the NCERT question and answers, extra questions, and also the grammar part is there, and many things are there. And also there are certain previous or CBSE questions. Now one more suggestion I have for you, Oswal question bank. that is also a very very good choice. And yes, these are the two options which I have for you for English. About the sample papers, you have a lot of time. Even if I look, it is July, so you have a lot of time to really jump onto the sample papers or previous year papers. So just for now, be thorough with the chapter and all what is given in your book, rather than focusing on what sample paper, oh my god, sample papers, previous papers, oh my god, this that. Just follow whatever is given in your book for now, and slowly and slowly you will catch up to those also. And do let me know if you want a separate video on that. I will be uploading a video on the sample papers and all, but if I add to this video, it will be a very very long video. I don't want to make this video a long one, so that will be a different video. And yes, the last subject which I had as an additional subject was information technology, code 402. And many students neglect it because they think that it is an additional subject, no importance, blah blah. But you need to understand that that is a very very important subject, and you need to continue reading it from the beginning itself, so that you are not under pressure at the time of the exam. Many of the students will tell you that no problem, last 2 महीने में भी करके you can write the answer and you can score very well. But the thing is that you should not be cramming the answers. You should really understand, and for that you should start from the beginning, because consistency is the main thing which you need to keep in mind. Many students might score well in the last 2 months, but it is of no use, because afterwards they can't even explain it to someone else. So what I'm trying to say is, don't cram everything at the end, leaving everything. You are free to do everything you like, but then also you continue your studies. Don't leave everything for the last moment, because it will put pressure on you, or it will put burden on you. And yes, that is it for the video. I hope you like it. And चलो, मैंने बोला था स्टार्टिंग में भी और अभी भी बोल रही हूँ, डोंट बी सेल्फिश. शेयर विद योर फ्रेंड्स as well, so that they might get a little help. And again, subscribe to my channel to get more videos or get more information about the same topics. And yes, click on the notification bell. और बस यही था आज के लिए. Till then, take care. Bye bye.